untraditional about me. I'm pretty funny, honestly. I'm pretty goofy, you know. I like to bring a lot of laughter to the ring.
I have seen instances on where I feel that players are out to headhunt him a bit. Absolutely.
In front! Can't get it in, and now it's a goal! Isiah Campbell puts that one home, and that was just an incredible play from start to finish.
I'm Isiah Campbell. I'm 21 years old. I play hockey basically as a full-time, and I'm from Pierre, Quebec. So I went to John Rennie High School up till grade 10, and then I went to a couple schools in the Q, and I want to achieve a degree here at Concordia, but at the same time play hockey full-time. I love it. I love when the crowd cheers for me, you know, even if it's just, you know, being that bad boy on the ice where, you know, you make a big hit or you know, you get into a fight or something just to cheer the crowd up. I love it. That's why I love hockey to begin with.
Isiah Campbell has space on the left side. Still Isiah Campbell. Goes back, goes for the backhand, and he scores! Isiah Campbell!
We had a small little 13-inch TV, a small little thing. And when he was little, before going to bed, he would watch RDS and watch all the plays and all the replays. And it was one of those things where it's, you know, time to go to bed. And he's like, no, I just got to see who won or what have you. And it took us a while to kind of get into hockey because we didn't really know about the sport at all.
I think I just love the physicality of the game and, you know, the nastiness of it. So I always used to watch Jamie Benn and, you know, a big, strong power forward who can score goals and, you know, always a leader on the ice and off the ice too.
He was always taller, he was always bigger, he was always very athletic. So no matter what, like, he just kind of stood out in a sport that's predominantly 90% white, to have to stand out and be better and stronger than everybody else because the preferences go to the white guys, no matter what.
Yeah, I've experienced racism in hockey for sure.
Probably many instances, a lot he wouldn't share necessarily with me with his mom. There's a lot of chirping that goes on the ice. So I would ask him always, you know, after a game, but it's not necessarily he'd run and tell me, oh, they said this or that. There's times when you can tell. When it was blatant, there were definitely a few times in the queue. There was an incident with a ref. There was incidents with other players.
The first time was my 18-year-old year actually in Cape Breton. We were in Victoriaville for a road trip, and one of the other guys was also he was also black. Well, he was light skinned, and you know, we're just chatting, me and him on the ice, just nothing to it really. And then I heard a comment from the ref actually saying like, "You guys are brothers," or something like that, which kind of threw me off. I brought it to, in fact, my coach, who wasn't like the greatest coach, and you know what? I'm happy that he actually brought it to the league. So for that, I do have his respect for that. He brought it to the league, made it aware, brought it to the commissioner and everything, and I ended up getting an apology from the ref. So that was my first ever experience.
I remember how angry you were.
Sure.
But it's not something that is discussed much or not something that's brought up very often, I would say.
Honestly, like, it does piss me off. I just try to hide it, if I'm being honest. It's ridiculous. I mean, you know, like, I'm a very physical guy too, so it's like when I hear that right away, I just want to, like, you know, bang someone out or sock them or something. You know, I keep my composure somewhat to a degree. I don't know why it hasn't stopped. I don't think it's been brought up even enough. No one will ever understand because it's obviously a white-dominated sport, so even the commissioners and everyone are not my skin color. Here we're going downstairs, still doing a bit of renos for like the basement area. So it's coming along, but nothing crazy yet. And then yeah, here's my room. It's kind of, well, it's way bigger than what I had before, but yeah, here's my room now. Got some nice pictures there. Yeah, these are just some of my photos throughout my like junior career. My mom decorated it, honestly, so she's pretty cool with that. This was like my first goal with the Stingers last year. This was like, what is this? Oh, student of the month in Drummondville. My first fight in junior. I don't even know what this one is. I guess some article. That's actually Lafreniere. He plays in the NHL now. Junior, showing again. And I have my 2 jerseys that are supposed to come in here, or will, but they're outside because we're trying to find a place to put them, but yeah. And then I got this when I went to the Montreal Canadiens camp, which is pretty cool. I don't know. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's not bad. The Never Give Up, that was my mom who got me that. I don't know, she just like looked pretty nice, and like, yeah, it does look pretty nice, and it's obviously a good quote, so just keep that in my room. And you know, my mom likes to like get me little stuff like that to make it nice, because I wouldn't do anything. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I've had plenty of thoughts of quitting, not quitting for example, well, to an extent, but of just being like, what am I doing? You know, like, why am I playing this sport? I think the biggest reason why I keep playing is seeing guys who have made it and who are still playing. You know, I think one of my biggest fans, I don't play like him, but my biggest role model was PK Subban. He was a huge role model for me. I think growing up was my favorite player growing up. Was a huge Habs fan, and you know, I see he can make it. You know, other guys like Wayne Simmons, more guys now who are playing that, you know, have made it and have made a career out of it. So that's what I keep fighting for.
He's positive, optimistic. He has a lot of energy. He loves to sing and dance, and he's a joker. He's always hungry. But he's just like a positive person. He has a huge friend group. He likes to have fun, and he's just a good-hearted human. Yeah.
One memory I would think of would probably be when I didn't want to go to hockey and she would force me. I'd be like crying in the car, saying I don't want to go. Coaches are too hard, and she'd force me to go. So that's definitely one thing that sticks out. I think the biggest lesson would be focus on yourself. Don't worry about other people, other distractions. I think if I were to redo it again, I would definitely have that mindset 100%.
So I wanted to know, like, what's the scar on your neck?
Oh, I got high sticked. Here I got high sticked a couple games ago, so not too deep, and yeah, just kind of like a carpet burn. And the one behind my neck is from my chain, which broke. So now I don't wear chains while I play.